the NMU chapter of the AUP, I represent 364 faculty. We are comprised of professionals who share a common mission with NMU's board and administration, and that's to make NMU an outstanding university and provide the best possible education for our students. So how is this mission accomplished? What do we need to consider? While we certainly need physical structures and infrastructure, they're inconsequential without dedicated people who do the work of the university. Our current level of understaffing is extremely short-sighted. We cannot do the job properly without enough faculty, plain and simple. Similarly, constant whittling away at salary and benefits that attract and retain talented and dedicated people may free up money for other projects in the short term, but over the long-term strategy, it reduces the quality of education and the university's reputation. Anywhere you look, the story is the same. The character and prestige of a university is directly correlated with the staffing levels and salaries. NMU has the highest student-to-faculty ratio in the state and the lowest salaries. Is that the branding message that you want to send about NMU? The AUP is now engaged in contract negotiations with representatives of the Board of Trustees. Our bargaining unit consists of 281 full-time faculty and 83 contingent faculty that were recently incorporated into our union. They are first-class teachers that are being treated as second-class citizens. And if you don't think so, ask about the laptop issue that's going on right now. And we're proud to represent those folks. While I'm not here to discuss the details of negotiations, I want to let you know that faculty are deeply concerned and very anxious about our future. And let me explain. We have just come through the most severe economic downturn since the Great Depression. NMU faculty understood the gravity of that situation and were willing to help the university through those tough economic times by agreeing to no salary increase for the past several years in the current contract. We did so even though our salaries already lag behind comparable Michigan universities, while we carried out some of the heaviest teaching loads in the state. Needless to say, we're a bit shocked to learn that the sacrifices that came of our families' budgets were used to produce millions of dollars in budget surpluses here at Northern. We have emerged from the worst financial crisis in the university's history with almost $100 million in budget reserves and a very healthy financial picture. The economy is now making a comeback, both nationally and within our own state. The state recently came up with hundreds of millions of dollars that it was not expecting, and all budget proposals so far that we've seen indicate at least a 3% increase in state appropriations to Northern. At a recent academic senate meeting, President Wong announced the financial crisis is over. So what will we do with our newly available resources? At a campus forum several weeks ago, President Wong laid out the administration's capital improvement plan for tearing down old buildings, putting up new ones, and developing more infrastructure. Interestingly enough, very little was said about the investment in faculty and staff. Good labor management relations enable employers to make the best use of their most valuable asset, the skills and expertise of its employees. The fact that after over 8 months of bargaining, the technical and office professionals, UAW Local 1950, is still without a contract is an indication to many on campus that the administration is not serious about providing decent wages and benefits to its employees. In addition, the recent settlement with the NMU FA union, with no adjustments to salary, a doubling of out-of-pocket costs for health care, about a third decrease in retirement contributions, once again shows the administration continues to significantly devalue its employees. All the while, the cost of living continues to climb every year, putting NMU workers further behind. In addition to financial inequities, faculty are struggling with an ever-increasing workload. Simply stated, there are not enough faculty on campus. Class size continues to increase, sections are combined, courses are not taught frequently enough. This directly impacts our students. Faculty constantly get student complaints that they are unable to enroll in classes that they need to graduate. This increases costs for students and their parents, creates frustration, and drives students away from this university. Faculty are involved in many activities that are critical to the function of Northern: class preparation, grading, advising, working with students individually in class settings and labs, as well as serving on departmental, college, and university committees. It all requires a lot of attention, energy, and time, day, night, and on the weekends. Expectations for research and scholarly productivity have increased without additional time or resources to support this work. I was actually heartened yesterday in the board's Academic Affairs Committee meeting where they talked about the Faculty Work Subcommittee. and started to realize all the things that faculty do. And I appreciate that the board is looking into some of that. For many years, NMU faculty have worked harder and put in longer hours. We have been expected to continue to provide a quality education with dwindling resources. Anyone who thinks that faculty just show up for a few classes and attend a couple of meetings each week is simply out of touch with reality. Faculty are overworked, undervalued, and stressed out. We have done our best, but we have reached our limits. Just like mechanical systems, human systems can only take so much before they begin to break down. And that's exactly what is happening here at Northern. NMU is not a factory or a discount retail store. However, for those that insist in putting things in business terms, constantly driving down investment with the university's most valuable asset, its people, leads to a lower quality product, a reduced demand for its services, and a decline in what people are willing to pay for it. This model is a death spiral for an institution of higher education. We are not Walmart, and we cannot use that business model. It is an age-old adage that you get back what you give. If you want faculty that act professionally, you need to treat them like professionals. If you want dedication and loyalty, it must go in both directions. It is important for contract negotiations to move quickly and to get a just settlement. The level of employee frustration and activism is growing more intense on campus each and every day. We do not want to see those feelings intensify as we move into the fall semester. It is to everyone's advantage to have a fair signed contract as soon as possible so we can all focus on the university's mission of educating our students. You've heard from some of us today, many in this room, and if we don't have a fair settlement by the summer, I can guarantee you will hear from all of us in the fall.